Okay, I've said this before and I will say it again just to please my host. This is the best Hedera that I've ever seen in the world. It's a real good Hedera, I must say. It's a real good bonsai. It's your most finished tree anyway. One thing, of course, it is not looking like a Hedera at all. Well, that's a tough one. I mean, if you have a Hedera which is not really the most perfect bonsai material anyway, how do you style it? Well, not like a Hedera, you style it like what? Well, like a bonsai. So you chose to style it like a pine tree, which is fine, okay? People do that with azaleas, they do it with trident maples, so you may as well do it with that. And I would not advise you to change that, because I wouldn't know what else, so that's fine. Okay, so the overall design is very good for that tree. The question now is not the design, the question is the pot. You had a good pot for it, but you broke it and you put it in this pot, which you call, well, momentary, provisoric or whatever. I think it's not bad, so it's okay. The tree looks fine in that pot, proportions are fine. The only thing is that this tree basically is really a cascade. Now, would it not be better if we had it standing higher in a higher pot? Now we have 3 pots here to choose from. You would have to go far away to really see in perspective whether that's good or not. So you see, this one is not a bad idea at all. Why? It's shorter than the present pot, and it's higher. Take this up. We can take it up and do something like that. You see, and then you see already that it's more of a cascade flowing down, and so this would be a good idea. Maybe just slightly too big or not. Anyway, it is worth a try to put it right in there. The color is fine. I think the color is very fine. This dark green here, and then this light green. This is a German pot by Claudia. Claudia does these wonderful glazings. I think this is fabulous here. Goes very, very well with this tree. Okay, the overall feeling for that pot gives me very good character. Okay, radically different is this most controversial pot. It's by Matthäus Grobelny, and that would also be a pretty good idea. That, of course, would make it more more wild, more brutal, not the civilized sort of feeling that we had with the other pot. So also this would be a good idea.
Let's hold it. Okay.
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 But it's also, it would be good for you, the owner. So the owner, now you have to walk away as far as possible to see, because then you see, here you would have a much more dramatic sort of view. If you still hold the tree.
Can I ask something?
Yes?
What do you think about the sizes? Are they too big?
It's just slightly too big. This one is very good, but it's clearly too big. Now this is a very nice pot by Isabelia, which is also from character great for that tree. It's just too big, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would be very good. So any one of these 3, in principle, would be good. Only that at least this one is way too big. This possibly, and this probably is not too big. I think this is the best one. And this is also size-wise good. Okay, we could actually put that in today if we want. Okay. Okay. So this is, for me, it's the best choice.
Okay.
Now, what you do if you don't really know what to do? It's very simple. Okay, I'll show you like this. You make a photograph against the neutral background. You make a photograph of that tree, okay? And then you don't move the camera, okay? Now you got me. You make a photograph against a neutral background. Now watch me. Then, you don't move the camera. Leave the camera where it is. Then you make a photograph of the pot, okay? And of all three pots. And then, on Photoshop, you put them together. You plant that tree into that pot, and you will see right away. And then this may look right or possibly too big. Well, you go back to the photograph. You say 90%. The tree shrinks by 10. The pot shrinks by 10%. You plant it again, and then you have a very good idea what's general form of pot and what size would be right. That's how to do it professionally. Or you know what you're doing anyway. If that were my tree and I had these three pots, I would plant it right in here, right away.
Okay.
Because I know that is okay.
Okay.
But it's a question of taste. I mean, like this most controversial Grobelny pots, we have heard a lot about it. And the internet is full of flame wars for reasons which really escape me. I don't understand it. Because it's just a question of taste. This is a wild, radical pot, and if you want that wild feeling, then you use it. If you hate it, then you don't use it. But don't hate the person who has another taste than you have. Well, but they do that. Why do they do it? Because people make the big mistake to think that their taste should be the universal one. It's like, my religion is the only religion, huh? Can you do that? No, please don't do that. Millions of people were killed because of that. Okay, so I would possibly put this, but I have this feeling that this is too big. Okay, so this was speaking about pot selection here. Thank you.